cannot believe it took me this long to make the connection between and... How did it take me that long to connect those two? Oops! God damn it, when you're trying to do something on your phone and you hit the wrong button. Hello? Oh hey, that was my king. Yes.
It pains me to say. He does.
His face hurts a bit, but he's fine.
His day will come. Oh, gods. I hate long speeches.
Only when you're not giving them.
Just the long one?
Too much blood has been spilled fighting one another. Today, we unify and turn our blades outward to conquer new lands.
Oh yay, a monarchy! Those worked well, right?
But they say a wise king seeks honest counsel, so I ask, who among you rejects this new arrangement?
I am not your enemy, King Harald, but I will not be your subject. Tomorrow we sail for greener shores, and so my kingdom is yours.
This saddens me, noble Hjor. And does your wife agree? Is she not tired of limping ever westward?
My husband and I are as one in this, Lord. We do not
Yuvina,
limp together.
what a name.
We fly.
I'm sad to lose a woman of your spirit, Yuvina. But I hold no grudge. May the fates grant you good luck.
My king, I offer you my axe and my oath. Ironclad.
The king of the north! The king of the north! Oh shit, that was Gorb. I was not paying attention.
Sigurd, rid our lands of your foulness.
The Raven clan dishonored me, great king. They poisoned my father, Kjotve. They made a mockery of his honorable death.
What?
Background, you lie! Hold, Eivor. Let it play out.
This is a
Background.
serious charge, Gorm, and a false one at that. My uncle saw your father die. Eivor Wolf-Kissed, you are Kjotve's slayer.
Uh-oh.
This man has slandered your clan. What shall I do with him?
Now I'm confused because Sigurd said his time will come. Is that time now? Shall we really punish the sins of the father onto the son just because the son happens to be an asshole? Or, I'm sorry, a backrout? Sigurd, you want to help me out here, buddy? Please? This is King Harald's territory. Why is he passing the buck to me? He should make this decision regardless of what I say. And I have a feeling that's what's gonna happen, because this is Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I'm betting the choices don't really matter. So I really don't think it matters what I pick here. You decide. My liege.
You are king of these lands, Harald. The decision must be yours.
A modest and honorable answer.
Thank you!
Gorm, I name you Worm and call you exile.
Oh, ouch.
Leave these lands by the next full moon, or I will feed you to the crows myself.
Banishment it is. The worm has grown a spine. Now he's a snake.
May I speak?
Oh, hi.
The floor is yours, King Styrbjörn.
My people have held our land since the days when Odin himself walked among us.
Am I gonna have to have a counter for this entire playthrough?
But we have paid for it in blood. Our victory over Kjotve is proof that we will not lay down without a fight. All here have buried friends, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters.
Mothers and fathers.
And I, for one, have had my fill of death. Let those who seek war look beyond our shores. If King Harald brings peace, then I am happy to bend my knee.
Oh no, is this gonna be like another Mirabeau situation?
What? What in hell's name are you doing,
I
father?
quoted Unity too soon.
Securing a lasting peace, Sigurd. Our days of fighting are finished. You said nothing of this to me. Not a word. And I will not yield the title.
Today Fortress glitched, or did I see that?
Then war will continue. Men will die, villages will burn, you foolish boy. This is our only way towards true peace. You will die a thrall. You'll drink addled cow. Alone and toothless in a bed of straw.
It's not such a bad thing to not want violence and death constantly
Forgive my
ripping
son.
apart your land.
He is ruled by his emotions.
I take no offense,
I think
Styrbjörn Jarl.
bloodlust is
And I
the
thank you
better
for
word.
your fealty. It is natural to fear change, to resist it. But all things change and all things end. The lessons of Ragnarok are clear. We will speak again soon.
I never thought about it that way. Huh. Yo.
That was an ambush, Lord. Did you know of Styrbjörn's plans?
For some days, yes, I did. But it was not at my urging. It was his decision alone. Do you dream of a glorious future, Eivor? A warrior like you would be a boon to my clan.
I seek Valhalla, I am bound to Sigurd, or I do not know my fate. I don't. I do, because of the vision. I mean, it's the name of the game, right? If I leave this life for a lasting peace down among the dead, there's no way I'm going to Valhalla. So this is either I believe the vision, I fight against the vision, or I don't know if the vision is true. Like, this is, it's real, it's not real, or I don't know. This is asking the player what I feel about what the vision showed me. Is it written in stone, is it not, or do I not know? I don't fucking know. I don't know.
All I know of fate is that its pattern is unknowable. I do not worry beyond that fact.
I wish I understood you better. For those I do not understand, I do not trust, and I cannot stomach a lack of trust.
Well, all
You have
right
nothing
then.
to fear from me, King Harald. My loyalty lies with my brother Sigurd.
There you go.
And I bear you no ill will.
Then know that if you stay in Norway, both you and your brother must serve under me. Take tomorrow to think on this.
Oh, only a day.
But let
That's
us
enough
leave
time.
these matters for another time. Tonight, we will eat and drink like gods and wake in a kingdom made new.
The king of the north. The king of the north. There's a lot reminding me of previous games, like the Unity references that I mentioned, and then also King George's treaty ripping apart the pirate clan in Black Flag. Reminds me of that a lot. Then I leave you in the seas of fate. Wait, what? 2 skill points. Anything I can put those in? What are you doing up there? Oh my god! Get on with it!
Yes, get on with it!
Fuck me! Can I just spend my skill points, please?
Get on with it!
There. I'll do that instead. I need all the help I can get in terms of combat. For now.
What are you doing?
I'm
If you wish to have words, come closer.
assigning my skill points. Fuck. What is wrong with you? What are you talking about? No, okay, now I do want to talk to you.
Are you one of Harald's men?
I am. The king wishes to make a survey of the land he now rules. Nothing more.
Let me ask, are you one of the conquered? Did Harald take your lands as well?
No. My family has lived under his banner since the days of his father, Halfdan the Black.
Well, welcome to Fornburg, warrior.
Welcome. So the bright green guys are Harald's men. And they're everywhere here in Fornburg now. Oh, is that Olga or whatever? Is this the dice game that I heard was really fun and popular?
I have not had a win all day. I must turn this around.
It's a good sign for me. Okay, yeah, that'll be for shenanigans though. That'll be
need
like
your eyes,
this shenanigans series version of checkers, basically. I mean, he's in there, so whatever. I guess I'm just going inside. Knock? Vikings do not knock.
Come in. Keep your voice down. You will alert
Oh
Harald's men.
shit. Okay, there'll be trouble a brewing.
we live? The
Hi,
English
Basim.
will fight back. The wars will never end.
Or they will push us into the Christian ways.
Quiet all!
Uh-oh.
2 days ago, we rid this land of Kjotve and his dogs. Yet today, we do not celebrate. Today we cower under a cloud of fear. But it need not be like this. We are not the heel-trodden subjects of a boy king. We are the Raven clan. Our destiny is our own.
Did you know about your father's oath to Harold?
I did not. And for that my anger burns hotter than any man's here. But I will not let that drive me into despair. We cannot stay in Norway. Not under Harald's boot. Not without fueling more war.
Oh boy.
So we push forward. to newer lands. To England. And there make a new home.
You'll avoid Christianity in England.
Is there any land left for a clan of our size?
More than enough, wife. Of the 4 kingdoms
She
of
has a
England,
name, dickhead.
only one is truly pacified.
I have no desire to wear Harald's leash. I like this idea.
A saga for the ages. I agree.
It will take time and resources to build ourselves a new home, but the riches
Dude,
taken
your
from
beard is
Kjotve's reign would
fantastic.
suffice.
Kjotve's riches would go some way to easing our passage, Sigurd. I bested him. It is within my rights to claim his goods.
Our
Assuming
leaving
they haven't
must
been
not
looted
be
already.
an assault on my father. It is a time of renewal for us.
Huh. Okay. So he wants to leave the resources for his father. Technically, those if we're planning to leave, those resources don't belong to us. They belong to Harald and his men. Like we care, obviously, because we're bailing. Yeah, fuck it. He can have them.
If you object, I understand.
I will find plenty of money.
Let your father keep Kjotve's riches. England will have riches and cargo enough for us.
Good. I did not want this cloud hanging over us. It is a wise leader who considers the need of others.
To England then, before the day is out. Pack what you need, but no more than that.
And tighten your lips. The last thing we need is the attention of Harald's troops.
Yes, sir. Oh, hello. Falka?
How much did you hear?
Enough.
Aha, yes.
A new path is revealed, and your journey will be challenging.
How's your mother?
Will you not join us?
For my mother's sake, I cannot. But our threads will cross again before the final day. Until then, farewell.
Yeah, I realize now that the mother was the seer when I was a boy. When Kjotve attacked, she said some weird thing in the hall. And I was like, who the fuck are you, creepy woman? Okay, bye. That's the mother. I see that now. Okay, here we go. We're bailing. Speak to him at the docks. Whee! Oh, I'm gonna miss them zip lines.
You look like you know a thing or two about dice.
I don't know the thing or two about shit. You vastly overestimate my intelligence. Okay, I guess we're leaving.
Eivor, the wind favors us. We should set sail without delay.
You made quick work of packing. Well done.
Yeah, real quick.
The dream of new lands is a powerful lure.
As is the promise of glory. But the act of leaving so beloved a home, there's a sadness to it.
So pretty.
Having doubts?
No, not at all. The die is cast.
Then let fate guide our journey. Are you ready?
How about not? Because what fate showed me was not great regarding you and me. Yeah, dude, let's go.
I'm ready. Let us take to the water and leave unbothered while we have the chance.
I have the feeling the open world is about to get a lot bigger.
Look.
What? Oh, no.
Fate flies on swifter wings than we.
King Harald's banner.
I love the way they talk. Like, God, it's awesome. Uh-oh.
Sigurd, what is this assembly? What are you planning?
An exit, father. As graceful as I can. For if I cannot be king in the land of my birth, I will start a new saga. In England.
Nonsense. Your place is here, son, at my side. There will be other victories soon. Other glories.
My choice is made, father. Do not hope otherwise.
Styrbjorn Jarl. Our men were killed as we patrolled nearby.
What?
And the word is, Eivor swung the axe.
I did not do this!
The dead could speak. What would they say of their deaths, wolf-kissed?
They would tell you how they offered us insults, and how I slew them for it.
As the dead cannot defend themselves, a vergelt is wanted. 50 weight of silver for each life.
When did I do this?
By law.
I do not recall
50
when I did
weight?
this.
You will have it from me. A parent must pay the price
Am
of
I
his
being
children's
stupid?
folly.
That was generous, Lord.
Why England? Why throw away all you have for such an uncertain future? Here you could be a king's hero, Eivor. Your name known all across Harald's many kingdoms.
No. I will not be captive to another man's gaudy design. My destiny is my own to weave.
Eivor speaks for both of us, father. You gambled your honor and you lost your family. I hope the trade was worth it.
Oh god, they're so
Anger and
mean to
sadness
him.
wrestle for my heart, but I am glad you'll leave this place alive.
Am I being an idiot? Are the comment sections gonna rip me apart being like, you fucking moron? How did you forget that already? I don't remember killing any of Harald's men. We set sail together. Okay. Holy hell, that's a lot of supplies. Yeah! Time to go.
For tears is over, you weeping sacks of wool. Put some muscle into those pools.
Ration your strength, dog. We have an ocean to cross.
All right, you lazy backrout. Sigurd, what's our course?
The sons of Ragnar established the settlement.
All right.
We set sail for that.
Where's my camera? All right.
Sing a song to lift our hood.
To rouse the gods! Inspire a mighty fart from Thor to speed us on our way!
Is that what the thunder's supposed to be?
An ocean lies before us, Eivor. And on its far side...
So when I said thunderclap of Thor's ass cheeks, I wasn't far off.
Know England well from your travels.
I spent a season in their kingdom
Panoramic
of
view.
Mercia, a temperate land, lush and wild. By now, the sons of Ragnar will have claimed its heart.
Do we mean to join their army?
They will join ours. In time, all of England will know of Ravenclan and the glory we brought to that fractured land. So to England, glory and destiny.
To England! To England! For Valhalla!
To England! Oh wow, there it is. Alright, alright! What was it in part 8? I think... No, it was before that, when the title screen for Odyssey came up. Alright, okay! Hi Layla, you look very different. To England. Man, I cried so bad when I moved away from my house in California. We lived there for 10 years. I'd never lived out of state before. So it was quite the day, walking through the house one more time, seeing everything completely empty. I wept like a sack of wool, for sure. Alright, let's see what present day has to offer us. I've heard things. Where are we? What happened? Dude, you seem to have skipped quite a lot between the Odyssey DLCs and this. Oh, so you're smoking now, too. Man, you just can't do anything to stay healthy, can you? Huh? What are you looking at? Uh-oh. I mean, yay, we still have it, but uh-oh. What is that? Alright, we'll roll with it, I guess. I have no idea what's going on.
At the University of Cambridge, Dr. Circa told a worried audience that scientists have few answers for them.
Since the mass coronal ejection of 2012, the strength of the Earth's magnetic field has increased by a factor of 50,000.
Wow, we're finally calling back to previous
disturbances in
present
radio
day.
and satellite communications, dangerous bands of radiation around the poles, and as we can all see from our window, an aurora borealis that never burns away.
Oh, really?
Unfortunately, we are stumped as to why this is happening. And if we cannot find an answer soon, it may change the way we live, the way we communicate, even the way we evolve forever.
Dr. Circa went on to say,
William? Man, it's like frequency. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, new and improved citrus flavor.
Why? You're old!
Hey, Sean.
What happened? He's so old. Oh, shit. Oh, you must be in California. Man, it's like in frequency. The aurora borealis appears in the sky.
How do we fix this? How are you the key to everything?
Oh, shit. Is that Eivor? Oh. Well, it's no Nord burial chamber, but it'll do, I guess.
You're a long way from home, Eivor.
It's weird that I'm playing an Assassin's Creed game that actually takes the events of previous games into consideration. Somebody wants to tell me.
I'd rather walk into town than use this.
Yeah, probably. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. So Sean is here. Is Rebecca here too? Is that her who I heard talking in the Animus earlier? These plastic chairs, oh my goodness.
It's beautiful.
Oh.
But it's not normal.
There it is. Ah. Oh. Let me go investigate Sean's creepy white van. I'm immediately distracted.
I should do this more often. Relaxing.
Wow. Okay, this is our creepy ass white van.
I'm not going anywhere. Not yet.
What does that mean? Oh my god, they even called back to Assassin's Creed 3 too, didn't they? Assassin's Creed 3 as well, for those of you who may have been confused by the way I phrased that.
Did you get my tea?
I was unaware you wanted tea. Rebecca! My god, it's been since Syndicate since we saw you two.
Mint tea is not actually
2015.
tea, Bex. It's an infusion. It's really just dirty, minty water.
I don't care what you call it, Sean. Did you buy any?
Of course I did, love.
Hi.
Hey, sorry about pulling you out. The generator was sputtering.
That's
Look
fine.
at you.
I needed air.
How was the Animus data stream? Comfortable?
Felt pretty stable after
Is it
a
the
while.
same? She sounds...
Good. Just give me a sec and you can jump back in.
I guess it's been a while, hasn't it? She probably sounds different just because it's been so goddamn long.
Another satellite came down. Did you see?
I did. One of Abstergo's.
That's good.
Well, most of North America just lost its GPS service, so depends what you mean by good, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Even when we win, we lose.
Okay, we're all set. Whenever you're ready, you can jump back in.
I'm not going anywhere just yet. I'm gonna talk around a bit. Oh my god, this is literally reminding me of Assassin's Creed 3. Wow.
Hello, Layla.
Hi.
Sean, what do you make
Okay.
of out there?
Well, it overturns a few hundred years of scholarship about the first Europeans to set foot in North America.
Just a few.
Apart from that, it's just a bunch of muddy bones, isn't it?
My god, he's totally shocked.
Can we talk about this thing on my neck for a second?
Ah, the mood stabilizer. Yes.
It's not harmful, is it? I mean, I feel good, but I want to make sure there's no side effects.
Oh, now you're worried about side effects.
It's only blocking outside
This bleeding
signals,
effect?
a passive effect. So the staff doesn't, you know, mess with you.
Like it did with
Sean,
Victoria.
What happened last year, I had no control over that. I tried to resist.
He's very
I
familiar.
understand. And your old team?
He lost Lucy the same way.
Maybe they don't. But we've seen that sort of thing before. Still, if you want to work with us and get to the bottom of why the world is about to end for the second time in 8 years, then you wear that thing until we say otherwise. William's orders.
I know.
Fair enough.
It's not a problem.
It's just a few more weeks, yeah? Just until we figure this out.
Right.
You're right.
Just until I figure this out. Yeah.
I know you're right.
Everything will be fine. It'll be fine. Fine. Everything will be fine. I was kind of right. She wasn't kicked out of the Assassins, but she was driven out of her cell with Alana and Kiyoshi and all them when they found out what I did to Victoria. I guess they didn't trust me. I didn't have control over the staff. Like, yeah. So they kicked me out, and I'm working with Sean and Rebecca. So what the fuck have you guys been doing this whole time? Like, what have you been up to since Layla got shot, stabbed? What the hell happened to her at the end of Syndicate? I don't remember. But I guess she's fine now, so does it matter?
Sean has been busy.
Well, there you go. I'm just asking all the questions, and they're giving me the answers right now. Very good, thank you. Strange message. An audio fragment sent from an unknown... I'm good at talking. An audio fragment sent from an unknown location to our encrypted servers. Nothing was stolen, nothing corrupted. Just a quick deposit and gone. We got lucky this time. Oh, and actually, what's going on with Otzoberg? Do we know what happened to him? Where's he? So what is it? A cryptic sound file. Voice unknown with a signal beneath it. The signal was a code. Led us to a precise spot here in New England. We dug, and good lord, we struck gold. Well, silver, dominant currency in the Dark Ages. Yes. Point is, it was a gravesite, a Norse warrior dating to the late 9th century, early 10th century AD. That tracks. A few centuries before the earliest known settlements. This is big news, if we have it right. Questions remain, how did these bones get here, and why? I'm sure we will find out.
You mind if I put some music on?
Go for it.
Cool.
Oh, and she actually starts dancing. Oh my god. It almost, I mean, it was, but it really feels like this game and Odyssey were made by two completely different teams, which I'm pretty sure they were.
I went through hell to bring you here. It had better be worth it.
What are you gonna do with it? Like, what are you actually gonna do with it?
That's quite nice. Soothing.
Sure. Oh god. I'm gonna have to read a lot of shit, I can already tell.
Please enjoy your stay. Remember, all the garbage must be packed out, and please water the plants once a day. Yeah, I won't remember that. You gonna put this in the fridge, Sean?
Of course. In half a minute.
Remember, tomatoes go on the counter, not the fridge.
Do they? My tomatoes go in the fridge. Lavender?
Sean, don't forget to water the plants while I'm under, okay?
I'll add it to the calendar and tattoo it on my leg.
Oh, Sean, I've missed you so much.
Be nice to sleep in a real bed when this is over.
Oh, I sleep on that? My god, it's like smaller than a futon. There's no room for my legs. That sucks. Hi, Bex.
Feeling okay?
Better. But I'm worried that it could happen again. The two data streams.
I can't promise it won't. I barely understand it myself.
It felt like two minds, fighting over one brain. It hurt like a shotgun to the head.
Ow.
Right. There's something about this Viking's DNA sample that feels dense, noisy.
Could it be the staff? Interfering somehow?
How do you mean?
My headaches, my temper. They started the day I got that thing.
I hope you're not making excuses for, you know, your friend.
Jesus, no. I'm not.
Sorry. Just take it easy. And if you feel yourself slipping again, let us know.
I'm trying. I really am.
I mean, that is a pretty decent excuse if she didn't have control. Faces of Eden are known to do that.
Let's have a look.
Alright, lots of reading incoming. Be ready. Hey guys, Editing Nene here. If I sound exhausted, it's because I am. It's midnight, and I'm trying to finish editing this episode. I'm fine. Anyway, the rest of this episode is me reading stuff on Layla's computer, so if this doesn't interest you, you can skip to the very end when we go through the final cutscene before Layla gets back into the Animus. While I did read through every single document in this computer, not all of it was completely relevant to the events of the main story, so I cut out the less relevant bits, and I will put them in a future bonus video. But for those of you who want to read all of the documents on this computer, you're about to get a lot of it, so you're welcome, I guess. Anyway, back to the video. Mailbox. Rami? Who's that? Father, maybe? Brother? Oh no. From unknown sender to Layla. L, would your favorite baseball team happen to be the Atlantis Eagles? Badum ching. Layla responds, who the fuck is this? You have a gift and a curse. The gift of old blood, the curse of not understanding it. We can help if you help us. What you did is not your fault, but you must take responsibility for it, otherwise nothing gets done. One of us will contact you. If you miss us, you miss your chance. Is this Sean? Or Rebecca, maybe? From unknown sender to Layla. L, one last message after which all communication between us via this account or any other will cease. We have our own ways of talking, methods that cannot be sniffed or traced. Your previous team made this mistake. They knew the risks, but they were sloppy, left traces of their activity on everything. Digital fingerprints everywhere. That will not happen with us. My colleagues tell me the initial meeting went well. They are impressed, if a little wary of the influence your new toy has on you. But they know better than most what it means to live with such a burden. I'm curious to know more about this heir of memories epithet. It is not a phrase we have heard in all of our decades of research. I know, me neither. Not decades, but decade. Could this be William? Maybe? In a few weeks' time, we will contact you once more. If you are interested in proceeding, follow our instructions to the letter. If you are not interested, or if you break any of our protocols, this will be the last time you hear from us. Take this to heart. The world is sick, and getting sicker. Tell me something I don't know. The Earth's magnetic field is growing stronger. Satellites are falling from the sky. Earthquakes are getting more frequent. Famines are becoming more and more frequent. And now we have credible reports of a new and deadly virus sweeping through Asia. It can feel like we're living through a Yeatsian nightmare. Yeet! Mere anarchy is loosed upon the world. In many ways we are. But there is hope. There is a cure. Us. Are you gonna cure COVID? Hurry the fuck up! In the past few months, we have come across something that may help us solve your most pressing problems. A message. A very promising message that may help us reverse the dire course we are on. If you want to be part of the solution, join us. If not, we wish you the best of luck. Yeah, because we're gonna need it. Layla responds and just says, I'm ready. Good. I cannot believe it took me this long to make the connection between Yggdrasil and earthquakes. Lisbon? Hello? From Rogue? That church that was built over the chamber that had the weird dodecahedronomical whatever the fuck it was.
What the hell is that? What the hell was that?
It was covered in Yggdrasil. It had at least one stained glass window of Yggdrasil on it. And I mean, your belt, your belt in the game had Yggdrasil on it, if I remember properly. How did it take me that long to connect those two? It's really odd, because I didn't feel this with Origins very much, and I didn't feel it with Odyssey at all, frankly. It did not feel like these games took place. They didn't feel embedded in the Assassin's Creed universe. They just kind of felt like spin-off stories where previous events in the games weren't even mentioned. And if they were mentioned, it was passingly and had no effect on the story whatsoever. But this is filled to the brim with it so far, and I love it. Layla, as you traipse about England, Bex and I thought you might want to keep your eyes open for a few things. Assassin bureaus, or the hidden ones more accurately. They operated in Roman Britain between the years 100 and 430 CE. It's not clear why they left, but the final date corresponds roughly to the Roman exodus from Britain, so I imagine their leaving had something to do with the Empire's retreat. Mission accomplished for a loss of faith, not sure. But we do know that it was several hundred years before the Hidden Ones returned to the island. It may be Basim and Hytham are the first in half a century. It's pretty cool. From our own archives, I believe there were 6 main bureaus operating in the Roman period. I'm just gonna go with Leicestershire. London, is that like the precursor name to Winchester, maybe? York, Essex, and, oh god, Gloucestershire.
You uncultured swine!
These won't be the Saxon names, so you'll have to read between the lines. Right, okay, that's basically what I said. Animus anomalies, I was warned about these. Bex noticed these, about 10 embedded in the simulation. Only 10? They're dense clusters of data that may screw with your ability to navigate Eivor's memories. Approach with caution. We don't know what they'll do if you get too close. They may be harmless, they may induce occipital shock, Jesus, or wipe your mind. Hard to say. Best to err on the side of hell no, but if you're curious, well, I warned you. And of course, the obvious Pieces of Eden. We don't know of any Isu artifacts you should be looking for specifically, but they're out there, and this was a period where they often cropped up in legend. Norse and Saxon songs and tales speak of them often, so keep your eyes peeled, especially around Stonehenge. How could that not be an Isu site? Really? Are we gonna get to see Stonehenge? Oh, that'd be fucking awesome! That'd be so cool. Media. Oh my god. That is a name I have not seen in a very long time. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. Is this the message that they were talking about?
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Who is this? I don't recognize the voice at all. I really don't. A strange message broadcast from an unknown source north of the Arctic Circle. The message was broadcast for 9 days, then ceased. Spectrum analysis of the message revealed coordinates to a Norse grave site in New England, USA. New England? Wait a minute, that's where we are? What is he doing here? What is he doing in the oh my god! Wow! I thought we were in England somewhere. No, we're in Nueva England. What the where are we? I mean, New England, that's the East Coast, but where exactly? Okay.
Layla, thought you might be interested in this. Conversations that Bex and I had with Desmond back in 2012. December, I think. Just candid talks.
Wait, are these audio files from Assassin's Creed 3?
Or write any beat poetry. But he did have some interesting insights into his time in the Animus and what it means to be an assassin. Anyway, have a listen. You might find you and he had similar experiences, so, well, let me know what you think. Unless it's to tell me I sound like a total prat in these recordings. If that's the case, just say nothing. I mean, I did have a slight cold at the time I recorded these. That's probably why I sound odd. Anyway, okay, I'm done anyway, so turn off. Turn off. Oh, it's actually just a button. Sorry, here we go.
Sean, you always sound like a prat. Turn off, you boomer. It's literally been almost a decade. It's been a decade since he died, and it's been a decade since I've heard this voice in Assassin's Creed.
No, come on, Sean. Turn that thing off.
Oh, hold on. I like what you said there. I want to get this for posterity. Say it again, nice and loud.
Seriously?
Sure, come on. If nothing else, it'll give me leverage with your old man.
Ah, that's your angle. Nice. What I said was, I wish I hadn't been born into the Assassins. I wish I had chosen this life. Is that good enough?
Sure, but why is that?
Because choice is the central idea of our creed. It underpins everything, right? It's about free will. It's about seeing the evidence before you and saying, yes, this is what I want, or no, this isn't for me. But when you're born into a group like this, or any other, like I was, you get mixed signals. You get told over and over again, this is what we believe. These are the rules. This is reality. No deviation. And if you question it, oh, they look at you like you killed a puppy. That's hardly free will. It's a weird irony when free will is your central belief, but nobody wants you to believe otherwise. I don't know how to say it exactly, but I always thought there was something self-destructive about our creed.
So much like Altair.
If free will is the most important moral guidepost we have, we should be free to ignore it. To choose submission, for example. You know what I mean? Like, we should be free to side with the Templars. If it's really my choice, I could do that.
Right. It's almost self-refuting. A democracy could democratically elect a dictator or choose to get rid of democracy altogether. Within our creed is the seed of its own destruction. That's what makes it powerful, I think. And fragile.
Right. The more freedom you have, the more risky it is, you know? Anyway, my dad has mellowed over the years, but he was strict when we lived on the farm. He ran a tight ship.
On the farm.
I never got the impression that I was free to choose my path forward. Our creed, our tenets, they were drilled into my head. By the time I was a teenager, I was following these rules out of a sense of duty. This was just what we did.
That happens to a lot of organizations over time. The stagnation sets in, you know? The fundamentalism.
Yeah. Following the rules becomes more important than achieving whatever goal you set out for yourself. And people start to lose sight of the reason the rules exist.
That's called deontology, or a form of it. Following a rule for its own sake, and not for the consequences it has.
Yeah, but that feels backwards, doesn't it?
Well, I think so. Following a rule is the easy part. Praying, taking a sip of wine, munching on a wafer. Rituals that give comfort.
But that's just going through the motions. It makes people feel like they're doing something.
Like they
when the
belong
hard
to
work
something.
is, well, actually getting off your ass and doing something productive. I think people just want boundaries. Tight boundaries. They want to see the four walls that pen them in.
I don't disagree.
Anything outside that, anything that makes life more complex, that's scary. That's why I envy you. You chose this life. You went through that process, and you decided, yes, I believe in this.
Sure. It didn't stop me from being an insufferable know-it-all as a teenager, but I see your point.
I would have loved to have been a know-it-all. I knew nothing. Not until you guys found me. Yeah. It wasn't until I met you, and Bex, and Lucy, that I knew. I knew I wanted to be an assassin.
Oh, thanks, Des. Come here. Bring it in, bud. I don't normally like touching, but I'll make an exception now.
I am not hugging you.
You sure? Because I smell very nice today.
Can you just turn that off?
Wow. That is the weirdest fucking shit. 10 years ago, a game without Desmond was unheard of. And then Assassin's Creed 3, literally 10 years ago, by the way, came out and killed him off, and we've been dealing with 10 years of Assassin's Creed without Desmond at the forefront ever since. I mean, technically now that's also what this is doing, it's just audio files. But literally, I don't think we've heard his voice since Black Flag. But okay, let's listen to this.
Hold on, I'll just set this here.
Do you guys record everything we talk about?
Not everything, but you've been using the Animus so much, I thought this was a good chance to learn some things about prolonged exposure.
So I'm your guinea pig?
No, my guinea pigs are all dead. The Animus was too much for them to handle.
Oh my god!
Can I ask you about the bleeding effect? Any recent flashes? Any memories resurfacing?
Yeah, the usual things. Ghost images of Altair and Ezio a few times a day. Nothing intrusive, just brief moments. They pass quickly, almost without me noticing. Like a figure in the corner of my eye, or remembering a dream from the night before. I did have one extended hallucination a few days ago. It was Ezio. He was older, around the time he left Cappadocia. He was standing on the deck of a ship, alone. And through him, I could feel an intense regret or guilt. And it felt to me like he'd had a loss of faith in himself, in the creed, like he couldn't keep it up, couldn't stay true to his ideals. And as I watched him, I thought, is this the moment he decided he was done being an assassin? It felt like it.
I've seen enough for one life.
Anyway, most of my visions have been brief, lasting just a few seconds. They're like complete memories of small moments that appear suddenly out of nowhere, fully formed. It's a strange feeling.
Okay, anything else?
I'm starting to see Connor now, too. Though I hear his voice more often than I see him. I'm sure that will change. Oh, yeah, and yesterday, just before bed, I had a memory of being on a beach in the Caribbean with a bunch of sailors. Or maybe they were pirates. I don't know. No idea.
Huh. We'll look into that. And how do you feel in general?
In general? Well,
Oh my
feel
god.
older, for one. Much older.
Other aspects of the
And it's
bloodline were
strangely
bleeding through.
comforting. I'm collecting the memories and skills and thoughts of so many people. I feel like I've lived a few hundred years or more. Is it possible that if I do this for too long, it'll push my own memories aside? That I'll be everyone but myself after a while?
I mean, look
It's
at Clay.
possible. That's called identity substitution.
Or,
It's happened
what was
before,
his
but
name?
it's rare.
Cross.
And someone with your background shouldn't need to worry.
My background? You mean someone with my genes? My abilities?
You have Isu DNA, and that lets you see things and do things and withstand traumas that other people can't.
And I can suffer in ways that others can't. That's not something to be proud of.
You mean the apple?
Yeah. It has a pull, Bex. It tugs at my brain. It talks to me. Teases me. Drives me mad.
That sounds sane.
And what I did to Lucy. God damn it. Nothing is worth the damage I did. The pain I caused.
I know. But you're special. That's the point.
I'm not special, Bex.
You're very special.
I'm lucky. That's all.
I understand.
We're assassins. It's our creed that makes us different, not our genes, not our blood. Anyone can join us.
That's true. But let's leave that aside for a second. What I want to know is, have you ever had any Isu memories resurface?
Isu memories? I don't think so. I can't even begin to imagine what that would feel like.
I think you'd know if you did.
Yeah.
Maybe one day. We might be able to induce something.
Jesus, let's fix the world first, okay? Before we start digging up my ancient ancestors.
Deal.
With my luck, I'll be related to some third-rate Isu like Sisyphus or something.
Way to aim high, buddy.
Hey, you gotta.
Aw. So, he is a tainted one. He has Isu DNA. Does that mean Cassandra is his ancestor as well? Because if that's the case, then that means he's also related to no, not Bayek. He's related to Aya. It does seem a bit coincidental. Okay. Oh my good fucking lord. Okay, Easter Messengers 1. Oh, fuck off. God damn it. Rebecca, before we meet at the site, I want you to see these. Last week, I reviewed the logs from my time with Bayek. Okay, so this is Layla. And came across some old notes. In the years I explored Cleopatra's Egypt, I stumbled across 6 Isu temples, most of which were buried beneath pharaonic tomb sites. Each temple contained an Isu message clearly meant for one with the ability to read genetic memories. I was the lucky one. I don't believe they were intended for Bayek himself, as he seemed wholly unaware of the messages as they played. They may have been encoded in a way that only someone with an animus could see them. Yeah, they do that. Linear continuity is a simulation that allows for variations. Within the linear continuity, there are nodes, choke points, moments where algorithms converge the flows of superposed possibilities to a single moment where only one absolute truth is possible. Can you feel the wave collapsing, trying to course correct Desmond's act of defiance? The incoming node needs the world to end. The algorithms have been carving the flow of possibilities towards that end for over 100 years now. Collapse the wave. I don't remember that one. Well outside my area of expertise. Yes, indeed. Must contact someone who knows this shit better, but what it seems to be saying, the structure of space-time, the universe is built in such a way that certain events or clusters of events are compelled to occur. A bottleneck through which space-time flows, and one nearly impossible to avoid. There's something about this catastrophe, the one Desmond averted in 2012, that compels it to return, indifferent to our fear or pain. It is a tidal wave, rippling across the sea of space. It crashed once against the dike that stopped it for a time. But the sea rears back for another strike, and another, and another. That gives some clarity to what is happening now all around us, but it remains unclear how to change it, especially from within an animus, a simulation within a simulation. Okay, so they're saying that Desmond didn't... It's sort of like Alduin from Skyrim. Desmond didn't avert 2012, he just kind of postponed it, and now it's coming back. Because of this, it's this node that is just like, you can't go around it in terms of the space-time. Like, it has to occur. Okay, last one. My god. The next chapter is unstoppable, and yet the greatest revolutions sometimes originate from the confines of impossibility, do they not? Reality is a simulation. Break the code. And in so doing, escape the inescapable. The Animus was humankind's first unconscious attempt to explain what it could not see. Understanding genetic memories, an eye into history, your Animus is different, as is the mind that imagined it. it could escape the code. Did I not say this in Odyssey? I don't remember if I did, but I think really the only way that this whole Assassin, Templar, Isu, catastrophe, world disaster conflict is ever gonna resolve is if it's just completely undone. As if it never happened. Like, there's subtle hints dropped to that possibility, like, in a couple places in Odyssey, and also now here, this whole break the code, break the node thing, because, like, the code takes you to the node that you cannot go around. You have to pass through this, right? And by breaking the code, you can go around it and avert disaster. Cassandra is the canon option, but we're using an animus that doesn't necessarily require us to follow the canon. We can break the code, and by extension, break the node. But I believe I understand what this voice is telling me. My animus is endowed with the ability to suggest alterations to days long past. There we go. From any moment in time, I can extrapolate what might have been. Calculations of time. I am not confined to what was, but what could have been. Okay, that's what we were just talking about. Cool. Yes, history is real. Facts do matter. But from any moment in time I choose within the animus, I can interrogate the memory. I can ask the world, what if? What if Bayek and Aya had stayed together? What if Kemu had not been murdered? I can suggest these hypotheticals and watch how they unfold. I am in a sense a reader of the calculations, as the Isu were in days past. Perhaps one day I will be able to harness this talent to see into the future. To predict, to correct, to avoid. That would be worth something. Huh. So there's nothing in Secure Share right now. I'll have to keep my eyes open for that. Oh, wait, there's stuff in trash? There's stuff in trash. Oh. Well, I know what Oberg means. Okay, let's go with the letter first. Monsieur and Madame Bibot, my name is Layla Hassan. I was a friend and colleague of Victoria's, both at Abstergo and in our subsequent freelance careers. And all the time I knew and worked with your daughter, I was always struck by her limitless intelligence, her humor, and her ability to focus even in times of great stress. She was an inspiration, not just to me, but to all those who worked with her. I am writing to you now with the hope of shedding some light on the circumstances of her death. I realize it must be strange to receive a letter out of the blue from someone whose name you've probably never heard, offering to explain the tragic loss of one so dear. But if you'll allow me, I will try. I was with your daughter in the moments leading up to the unfortunate incident that took her life. In fact, I am partly to blame for... And she never finished it. Yeah, that's a letter that's best unsent. Alright, I guess let's... Oh, you bitch! I really wanted to hear that. File corrupted, you tosspot. Damn. Pictures. There's Sean, there's Bex, there's the Animus. That's a fucking... Can I have that as a wallpaper? Does that exist as a wallpaper? Because I want it. Oh, wow. There's Eivor. Cool. Very cool. Alright, and the staff of Hermes Trismegistus. Oh my god, I'm having PTSD. I sunk 200 hours across 3 years of my life into that game. Acquired from the Eagle Bearer, Cassandra, 2018. So she is the canon one, see? This staff, one of many Isu staves known to us, is first and foremost a medical device with the ability to heal, repair, restore, and rejuvenate organic tissues with unprecedented swiftness. It has not been verified if the staff has the ability to resurrect the dead, but this seems unlikely based on its known features. I think, yeah, that's what I was thinking at first. I was like, okay, there are 3 possible candidates that we could revive with the staff if it's possible of resurrecting the dead. We could resurrect Eivor from his grave. We could resurrect Victoria. Or... It appears to work by reading and copying its bearer's DNA to ensure perfect replication on a broad scale. It is able to detect erroneous copies and deploy repairs so long as its bearer remains within direct contact. It has been... Right, so that's how it basically just grants you eternal life. Because it replicates your DNA over and over and over again so you never age. But then the second you pass it to someone else, then everything just falls apart and you die immediately. The staff has also acted as a conduit or container for the personality of an Isu called Alethea. Yes. It is not known if this personality is Alethia's original consciousness or a simulation of the original, though most neuroscientists would call this a distinction without a difference. As of early... that's like Westworld, right? It's like, if you can't tell if I'm human or not, then does it really matter? As of early 2019, the entity known as Alethia has made no further attempts to contact me. As yet, my purpose as the so-called heir of memories, as Alethia has dubbed me, remains unclear. Known bears, Hermes Trismegistus, Pythagoras, and Cassandra. Yes, indeed. Okay! Okay! Finally! We have read everything. Fuck. Okay. We can go back to the game now. That took me 26 minutes. Well, I think that's enough time spent in present day. Let's go back in. I'm already liking Layla in this game better than Origins and Odyssey combined.
Alright, time to go. Norway to England takes about a week by long ship, so I'll scrub ahead.
God, a week at sea on a long ship. Fucking kill me. What's up? Uh-oh. Layla, no. Resist.
Layla, you okay?
Sorry. Can you play the message again?
We have the transcript. If you're looking for something, I can
No,
go and...
I want to hear it.
Oh, the message that led us to Eivor?
I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just... that message led us here. To this place.
Yeah.
To a Norse grave in North America. So those bones out there are the only lead we have. Our only chance at fixing this planet before it's too late.
Here it is.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep.
Oh, it is this. Okay.
And in my sleep, I dream. And in my dreams, I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Another death is odd.
Unsettling, that is.
Yeah.
That pulse in the message. Are you sure it's just coordinates? Nothing else?
Nothing I can find.
Morse code. Like they'd know.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go.
I'm very interested to hear who that voice is. I was really hoping they would fill in some of the blanks between what happened between Odyssey and now in regards to Otzoberg, but there's literally just a deleted interrogation file or transcript or something that I can't read. For some reason it got corrupted and I can't listen to it. So that kind of, what the hell just happened? That kind of sucks.